I co-presented with a colleague from Paul Smith's college up in the Adirondacks. Her name is Vanessa Case. And what we both have in common is that we are both one-person offices. And we saw a need, especially after the isolation of the pandemic, to have kind of like a coming together and a discussion session for people who are in disability services in very small offices. So our criteria was 3 people or under for the presentation. And basically what we wanted to do is we wanted to open it up and talk about what do we love about being a small office? What are the challenges? And it was wonderful because when we talked about our challenges, other people had faced these same challenges too, and they had workable solutions that they shared with everyone. So there are a lot of strategies that we will incorporate that we've learned from our peers through this session. Burnout is a big problem in disability services. There tends to be a lot of turnover, a lot of people just getting very weighed down by all they have to do. And one of the things that was really valuable to me personally, because I tend to be on email all the time and answering on the weekends and stuff like that, was that I found a bunch of my colleagues in one-person offices have actually set limits, and they do not answer work emails on the weekends. And you know, after a certain time at night, it's off limits. So they said after they had done that, because we all start out just trying to help whenever we can, as much as we can, but that's not sustainable. So that's one thing I brought back, is to try to, you know, set some boundaries with myself and to say, okay, you know, you do need to decompress, you do need to take time for yourself, and just pay more attention to wellness in general. I have 2 now college-age children, boys. And so, you know, I've been pretty heavily involved with that for most of my time here. Now I'm going to be more of an empty nester, so we'll see what that's like. I do a lot of cooking. I really love to cook. I belong to the Parks Club Food Co-op, so I'm always getting really amazing fresh vegetables and trying to, you know, push my cooking skills to the next level. I'm a big baker too. I read very avidly. I always have a big queue going at the Brooklyn Public Library, and I'm picking up books every week, mostly novels to read. And yeah, and I have 2 cats who I dote on. I like to try different types of cakes. My neighbors, this wasn't my favorite cake, but my neighbors, I often share what I've baked with my neighbors, and they keep reminding me. I made a Victoria sponge, and like it was inspired by the Great British Baking Show, which I binge watched. And they keep saying, oh, can you make that again? Can you make that again? And the interesting thing is, it's not that hard of a cake to make, and it's pretty like straightforward, and it's not, I would say, my like best cake ever, but you know, gotta give the people what they want, so I guess I'll be making that again soon. I recently went through a phase of reading a mystery series, an Icelandic mystery series by Ragnar Jonasson. And I read every single, actually I finished the last one last night, I read every single book he has written up until now. I have a long time connection with environmental issues. I grew up in basically the forest in Maine on the border of Quebec. And so a lot of my life growing up, I was outdoors. I, you know, ran cross country. I was an avid hiker. I had a garden. And then when I moved to the city, which bewildered my rural family, I wanted to maintain that focus. And I joined the Brooklyn Botanic Garden and go there often. I'm often walking in Prospect Park. I led an honors group to volunteer as tree stewards at the Gowanus Canal Conservancy, which was an amazing experience. I was just so impressed with how hard they worked, and it was hard physical labor, and every day we did it. It was very hot too. You don't expect that in October, but it was.